If you start your own sportswear company, you could be in store for massive paydays.
I like money.
But how long does it take to turn a profit? How do you even get your clothes made? The secret to getting these designs on breathable fabric is with sublimation printing. Today we're taking you through the whole process and we're gonna compare the differences between a $2 million sublimation shop and our $4,000 home sublimation setup. By the end of this video, you'll be able to decide if your apparel business should go big or stay home. First things first, what even is sublimation printing? These clothes are pretty easy to spot actually. Some of my favorite examples are those cool NBA dry fit jerseys and the shirts that you see pro fishermen wear. They're typically polyester, stretchy, and have lots of color printed on the garment. So now that you understand the general concept of sublimation printing, let's see what pieces we can make from home with very little experience. We'll start with something easy that we know we can sell, and that's funky socks. All we have to do is print out our design, press it onto blank socks. We're gonna sell these and become successful. To get an idea for how everything will look, I used a Photoshop mock-up template from Envato Elements. I was able to just click and drag my designs into the PSD and try to find different sizes and placements and go with what I thought looked good. The print looks good so far. Okay. And the heat press is ready, look at that. That's what we're looking like. Slight little finger roll. All right, so that should help us from having a line down the side of our socks. Moment of truth. I did 375. 40 seconds. Because I noticed at 400, my shit was getting a little overbaked. We're gonna cold peel. It's looking pretty cool already. Yo, that's successful. Let's do the other side. This is the part where it gets a little harder because now I gotta line the stripe up so it goes all the way around. I never pick easy, that's why I'm hard, bro. Ah, see, that's what I was trying to avoid. Oh, it's not bad though. Stripes are there though, stripes are lined up. Nice. Warm socks, like fresh out the dryer.
Now, most of our home setup was secured from heattransferwarehouse.com, and we decided to go with the SG1000 printer and the WallaPress Pro. Now, our heat press was $1,300, but if you don't want all the bells and whistles, they do have lower priced options. Anything that you purchase for your business should have a return on investment. And the best investments that you can make are the ones that save you both time and money. By purchasing a lower end piece of equipment, you're essentially trading your personal time in order to save money. A higher end piece of equipment will make it easier to produce more per hour, which will ultimately make you more money. But when you're just getting started, it's sometimes hard to justify a large purchase. But you do need to keep this in mind. And it's okay if you have to put in a little bit more reps with the lower priced product, as those are also available on heattransferwarehouse.com. Sometimes we can't overthink it, and we gotta do with what we have. Now, let's check back in with Cody.
Now let's move on to the fun stuff. It's jersey time, baby. I wanted to bump up the design a notch, so I'm making jersey and shorts with holographic heat transfer vinyl. The numbers and our FTGU Academy crest will be holofoil. But that's not enough. We're also gonna sublimate on top of the HTV to give like a crazy design going on here. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be sick. Our first step is to figure out how big I want the elements to be on my design. For my jersey, the team name is 6 inches wide. The numbers are gonna be 7.5 inches wide, and the Academy crest, 2.5 inches wide. We want the HTV to sit underneath the sublimation print, so we'll cut out our vinyl on the Cricut and press it into our fabric for only 5 seconds. We don't want the full press yet, just enough to tack it on there. Once our vinyl is set, we just print our sublimation paper. Cut out each element, carefully place the paper on top of the vinyl. Now we do a full press to fuse everything together. When pressing vinyl like this, you wanna make sure you're using very high pressure or else you'll get that nasty peel effect the first time you wear it, and nobody wants that. Let's hang it up. Get to the shorts. And check out this design for the original shorts. They were black with a white monogram print all over them, but then John informed me I would be pushing the limits of our home setup.
Now, for us to get the monogram print on our shorts, we would have had to start with a raw sheet of fabric that would get the whole design printed on it before the fabric was cut so it could be sewn together. Because if we attempted to do an all over print with these blank shorts that we got from the store, all the wrinkles, the folds, the cuts on the design, it would all get in the way and ultimately make the product look like crap. With this in mind, we got rid of our monogram design for this sample, and we decided to use a white polyester shorts to sublimate on. For cutting our vinyl, we're using the Cricut Maker 3, which is a great option for anyone that's starting a home-based business.
Now let's break down how much we spent and how fast we can actually turn a profit, shall we? I mentioned that I spent about $4,000 for everything here at our home sublimation kit. That includes the laptop, the Cricut Maker 3, our SG-1000 sublimation printer kit, the Wallapress Pro heat press, and our blanks. In case you didn't notice, we actually got the blanks from the Walmart clearance rack. Not too bad, I would say. We only paid $10 for the jersey and $8 for the shorts. So if we price the jersey and the shorts at $45 each, our break-even point is after selling 50 outfits. After those initial sales, your equipment is paid off and your price margins open all the way up. And that's not even including the socks we made. Keep in mind there will be reoccurring costs such as ink, paper, and electricity, but once you have that customer base, this whole setup is legit a money printer.
Now, we showed you how you can get great results with sublimation printing from home. But what if you want to go big? What if you want to fill thousands of orders per day and truly scale your business up? Well, our buddy Jeff, the owner of Genre Sports, is doing just that. He's invested over $2 million in his operation, and he prints for major brands and sports teams. Let's go over there and find out if you should go big or stay home. Jeff, so thank you once again for opening up your shop and letting us come in and kind of get a little taste of what to expect. So as a new brand owner, what should they expect and what should they have ready to start working with you?
You know, I prefer people to come to me when they have a very clear idea of what they actually want design-wise, and hopefully an ability to sell it. Just making samples and then saying, oh, we're gonna try to promote it. I'm a little busy for that kind of work. So I'd rather work with someone who's operating, making some sales already, and that has a sublimation idea in mind.
Do you have minimum order quantities to start working?
To start working, yes, I'd like a minimum of 12, and you know, once you hit 36 pieces, the pricing starts to get more attractive. Once we have a relationship and we've done some orders, I do one-piece stuff. You know, we're in the team sports business, so it's very common to, you know, one kid add on or someone lost the jersey. So we deal with that all the time. But I don't want to start a relationship with a new customer for one piece.
That makes sense, because there's a lot of costs involved with operating your entire operation. So can you tell me a little bit, like even whatever you're willing to share? I'm estimating it's a $2 million operation, but how much millions have you invested over the years into this business?
Invested, machinery and everything wise, yes, there's been a couple $1 million out there.
$2 million operation here. So, because in this video we were showing them how to do something with a $4,000 setup, and I'm like, but if they want to go big, and they have to go with somebody that has all the equipment to go big, right? Or invest millions of dollars in trying to do it themselves, which doesn't make sense.
Just keep in mind, I've been in the garment clothing sewing business for my whole life, like 30 years. So it takes a long time to build up, but I've been running big factories for about 30 years. Buying equipment is as easy as writing a check for it. Right. It's using it. It's getting people trained to be able to use it, and then fixing it when it breaks down. So it's not just as simple as writing a check and you have a factory. You gotta, that's step one.
So as brand owners or teams or somebody that wants to create custom sublimation with you, what are potential margins or profitability that they can do by doing business through you?
My pricing depends on obviously the product and kind of how many pieces, what you can make from it. It really depends on who your market is. You know, are you selling to the rock stars or the rock diggers, you know, as an example. So it really depends on how you're marketing your brand and where it's placed in the price point margin. You know, you can make a 30% as a minimum. If you can't make that, then you need to boost up your marketing a little bit. That would be a safe bet. And if you're selling direct to the end consumer, you can double your money.
Incredible. So in the spirit of this video, Jeff, should somebody watching go big and do business through you, or stay home and do it in the craft method?
Probably that person's already doing the crafting, so they're already doing that, and maybe you're trying to make a business at your home and sell it, and maybe you're having some level of success with it. I'd say keep doing that. But when you need to get something a little bit more elaborate, like what's on the walls, it's a great door opener. It stands you out with whoever you're selling to, saying, yes, we also do this incredible product. So I'd say do both, honestly, do both. Continue what you've been doing. My advice to someone just trying to get into the business is getting a heat press. That is by far the best way for entry level into the market. Low investment, You can then start marketing, doing the sales. Then once you need a little bit more special products, come talk to people like me to do stuff like this.
Incredible, incredible, guys.
That's what I'd say.
You heard it here, and there's an exclusive discount which we're going to link right down below. So when you're ready to go big, make sure you check out the description and the links down below. We're also going to link the code right here so you guys can go big, get a nice discount, and start doing business with Jeff.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is an example of a finished jersey that's Sublimation printed, and it truly is a custom jersey finish for your brand. If you have a sportswear brand, if you have a team, if you want to order something custom, Sublimation printing is the way to go because you can get super creative with your design and it'll be printed all over seamlessly so it doesn't look like it was pieced together or made from home. Now, the cons of going with Sublimation printing is the fact that you are limited to graphic designs. Because you're not designing your own cut and sew product, you are limited to the templates that they have available, which is a variety of different products, so you can get creative with that, but it really works best for really good graphic design and sportswear. On the other hand, when it comes to you making something from home, you could truly get creative. Now, obviously, we bought this one from Walmart, but we just wanted to show you guys the potential of what you can do with a home-based sublimation, cutter, and a heat press. We did a hollow foil effect, which is something that you can't do with a large manufacturer. You could do it if you placed the orders custom made and you probably had a couple thousand units. But if you're just getting started, they're not gonna do this for you. And we're showing you this because you can go to Goodwill, you can go find thrifted clothes, and now you can upsell them and make one-of-one pieces for your customers. This is something that you can't do when you mass produce something. So creativity-wise, doing it from home really works. Margin-wise, if you get creative enough, you can sell a product with really good margins at a very low cost to you versus going to a sublimation print shop that gives you a pre-template. If you're really good with designing, go with Sublimation, place some orders on stuff, sell some units. If you're really a designer and a creator and somebody that wants to make some custom products, consider doing it from home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video where we really broke down if you should go big or stay home, and it's completely up to you. And if you're a new viewer to our channel, make sure you guys download your free resources and guides, which we linked in the description right down below. And if you want to start printing sublimation sportswear on a mass scale, make sure you guys check out this video where we dive into those details.